Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, also our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. What a treat tonight to have Candace Parker joining us. Candace, great to see you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to sit here at the table with people that I definitely enjoy working with.
Yeah, well, aside from Greg and Steve, you're probably talking about me and David. Am I correct on
I'm
that?
just talking about you and David. You know, Smitty and Greg and GA, nah.
I'm going to let it slide.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. And the forward spots, they'll have Ingram alongside Williamson. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Alexander Walker in at the point. And for the Lakers, the forwards are LeBron and Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol in at the center position. Candace, I know how you love the play of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the Lakers. He shows you the importance of having solid role players, and my goodness, he was solid in the playoffs.
Yes, he's solid in the playoffs, and that's what KCP was brought to LA to do, to knock down the jump shot, to play defense, and to spread the floor. And when you're able to do that in the playoffs, when the team needs you the most, you're going to have a home to stay.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
And it's James missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Thornwell. Out to the right wing. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Schroeder. 5 on the clock. And it's Ingram missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside, Davis. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Los Angeles with another miss. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ingram against LeBron over James. And that one's good. Ingram.
A wiry guy with great body control. Ingram can adjust in the face of good defense.
Pass to LeBron. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to LeBron. Passes it to Schroeder. From the arc. Traps in the tray.
The brilliant vision and court awareness on display. James, he excels at hitting the open man.
Alexander Walker passes to Williamson. Over Davis. And it doesn't even draw iron. Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. It's LeBron with the drive. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Lakers shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. You know, Candace, we're starting to see some of the top defensive teams use the zone. Talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of the zone defense, and do you think it could possibly grow any more in popularity than it is now?
Well, honestly, the game is changing, as we've seen with three-point shooting. A lot of people are giving up layups to be able to defend the three-point line. And now with the zone defense, you saw it go out of style for a number of years. But now it seems like with the length and the athleticism that teams are able to play with, it's interesting. Miami even decides to put some of their bigs up top and putting their smalls underneath the basket. And so you're going to see that teams are going to start tweaking and playing different types of zone and not just a stereotypical 2-3 zone.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Brandon Ingram is a fascinating player, multi-dimensional and versatile. Needs to keep improving.
Pelicans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And he can't get the first one. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Very surprised he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
LeBron drives in, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Here's Thornwell. Williamson from long range. And Davis pulls it down. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And a new WNBA collective bargaining agreement ratified at the start of 2020. Would you say it's a step in the right direction in your view?
I definitely think it's a step in the right direction. We needed a new CBA. We needed a CBA that both the WNBA and the players could be proud of. And this is about growing the game of basketball. And as you know, in order to make money on a product, you have to invest. And that's what this CBA was based on. Davis does a great job of using his length there. I love how Davis takes pride in sending shots the other way.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Frank Vogel. And Dave, what do you have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. I expect this to be an inside-out kind of game. This team has a lot of shooters who can really get going once they hit a few. We'll see if they can get on a roll from out there. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. On defense, New Orleans. Shooter passes to James. There's the three. It's good from Schroeder on the assist by James. Schroeder's got 6.
Shooting confidently from long range. Schroeder with a great balance on that shot.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
Everybody knows that he is a relentless finisher around the rim.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Gasol finds Davis. On the wing, James. Drops in the layup for 2. 7 points in the game.
With how easily he moves around the court, sometimes you forget LeBron is 250 pounds, a load inside.
Here's Thornwell. Williamson from long range. And Davis sends it back. And here is James. From the line. And too long on the shot.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 13-3 run. When Anthony Davis was traded to the Lakers, there was a little backlash because of perhaps some of the stories surrounding that trade. But after winning a title, Candace, you have to call it the correct move on almost everybody's side.
I can't believe anybody would doubt the move to get Anthony Davis. I don't care how many pieces it takes to give up to get a player like Anthony Davis. That only comes along once in a generation. He has the speed, the size, the quickness, and now he has a ring to prove his worth here in LA.
Here's Williamson following the basket by LeBron James. Over Davis. And it's Williamson missing.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
And it's Davis missing. Pelicans trailed by 5. Now Ingram over Davis. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
They get a hand on it, but they recover it. Ingram against James. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Los Angeles.
Well, they're having a lot of success from mid-range in the first half. Always nice to have that jumper to fall back on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And that one misses.
You know, maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectation here at the pro level.
Now here's Adams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Pass to LeBron. Back to Schroeder. Davis setting the pick for Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. A wide open look for Gasol. The baseline J off the mark. Pelicans trailed by 5. And without a doubt, Candace, you've been a star your entire career. What types of responsibilities are expected from franchise players like yourself?
I think just do what you do, and honestly, you have to be able to take the temperature of the team. You know, sometimes everybody is really hype and frustrated, and you have to bring that calm to the team, and vice versa. Sometimes people are too calm, and you have to light that fire. So I think as a franchise player, we see the greats, and we've seen what they've done, and we've seen the success that they've had from taking care of on the court, but also being a leader to your teammates.
That is great insight. And the Lakers with some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Caldwell Pope. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Redick comes in for Sindarius Thornwell. On defense, the Lakers. 7-point differential. Adams sets the pick for Redick. Driving to the basket. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You have to be aware of JJ whenever it's a pick and roll. His movement off the screen is outstanding.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
The free throw drops for Redick.
JJ Redick, the former Blue Devil, has really developed into one of the game's most deadliest shooters.
Now here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. Kuzma can't get it to go. Redick with it. Driving in. Ingram wide open. The three-pointer no good.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Schroeder. A three-pointer off the mark.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Adams dishes to Redick. The pass to Alexander Walker. He takes it in. 6 to shoot. Adams. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. New Orleans shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And the free throw, no good. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Last game for the Lakers, they picked up the W against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And in the NBA, Candace, we're seeing the move to positionless basketball. Pace and space and such fluid motion on the offensive side. How much are those changes happening at the women's level?
I believe they happened at the women's level a long time ago. Coming in, it wasn't known for a 6'4" player, a 6'5" player to handle the ball and to be able to move and play in space. When I was coming up, it was like, if you're tall, go stand by the basket and put it in. And now we're seeing in the WNBA, especially with the rules, with defensive 3 seconds, how much it is a luxury to have a player with size that can space the floor, that can dribble, that can pass and do those things. And so obviously the NBA is getting attention, but I think the WNBA is, we've been doing that for a little bit of time.
Fun to watch, I know that.
It's fun to play when you're not just putting in layups, I'll tell you that.
Here's Kuzma. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. It's good from Schroeder on the assist by Kuzma. Schroeder's got 11.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Ingram attacking. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
And that one falls for Ingram. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Davis. Back to Schroeder. Davis setting the pick for Schroeder. A second chance effort. And Davis lays it in. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Very few can do it like AD, using his physical gifts to grab second chance points.
Dishes it to Redick. Sinks the three-pointer. Redick's got his second bucket of the night.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Passes it to Davis. From 12 feet out. Out to Kuzma. From outside the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
This is Kuzma's game. You set me up, I'll knock it down.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Outside, Redick. Back to Ingram. The shot, no good. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Here he goes. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Here's Schroeder. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Back to the action after this word. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for, and how competitive he is. I mean, I don't need somebody to bang his chest or like scream or like be one of those guys to know if you're competitive or not. Like, I think that's the way he is, and I respect that. And he's actually a really good, teammate and vocal and speaks when he needs to speak.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019, largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former Defensive Players of the Year on the same team, that's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Harrell, and it's Caruso in at the point. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, "Now my shot is more consistent. We just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up." Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. That'll put Montrezl Harrell on the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. No doubt, Candace, that LeBron with the Lakers, championship LeBron now with that LA team, third different team. He's won a championship, securing his legacy. How long do you think he can keep playing at this level?
Well, to be able to do the things that he's doing,
One shot.
I think people are really learning to appreciate how much time and energy he puts into his body. And honestly, it has an impact on me as well. And what I'm able to do, just watching him, the amount of preparation that he puts into it, the amount of care, obviously after games, making sure that he's icing and taking care of his body. Because, listen, that's your career. And I do believe that he can continue to do this for years to come.
And you've been doing some of those things. You've picked up some of these hints from him.
I've had to. I didn't like ice tubs, and I was like, okay, I got to get in the ice tub. I'm becoming more seasoned now, Kevin. Not old, I'm just more seasoned.
Well said, Candace.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And stolen by Harrell. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Good, and the assist goes to James. James has got 3 assists tonight.
That's the energy you want in your offense. Kuzma, with young legs, beats everyone in transition.
Here's Williamson. Outside for Redick. Clock at 6. Takes it inside. That shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Harrell, that's good.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. You look at James, what a contribution.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Ingram, he's checked in for Hart.
All right, here's a look at stats for Zion Williamson. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season, how about 22 points per, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Hayes trying to break free. Lakers leading by 8. And Candace, can you talk about the lifestyle, the experience for a WNBA player, the work-life balance, who are also mothers or expecting mothers and trying to keep a professional basketball career on track and improving?
Kevin, I'll tell you this. I have had knee injuries. I've had my shoulder operated on. There is nothing like coming back after having a child. That is the toughest thing to do. But honestly, second to that is, making sure that they're being raised. And so I think, being a mom comes first. We're seeing a lot of guys in the NBA that are putting their kids first and missing time and having paternity leave, which I think is huge. And you said it, balance. Balance is key. And I have a great support system. My family is amazing. So I know when I'm playing basketball, my daughter's getting the best care. And, when I'm away from the game of basketball, I'm really enjoying it and spending time with her.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Deflects the pass, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma.
We're looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. He's coming off an excellent season. 9th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Now here's Ingram. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Here's Harrell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
The Lakers have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. The Lakers making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Hart's checked in.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Every coach would appreciate having Montrezl Harrell on their roster. Plays unselfish, does the dirty work, and gives his team an edge.
Ingram outside. Over Morris. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Pass to Horton Tucker. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Horton Tucker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
The pass to Ingram. And here's Hayes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Pass to Harrell. Knocked loose. Here's Hart. Kicks it to Reddick. Drives to the hoop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. J.J. Reddick is second.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
And again, no good by New Orleans.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
LeBron sets the screen for Harrell. Pass to Morris. In the corner, it's James. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. Taken away by Hayes. Here's Hart. Ingram attacking. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Now here's Harrell. Covered by Hayes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Don't kid yourself. Harrell can challenge you with the dribble, something he's doing more and more.
This is his third trip to the free throw line.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Harrell.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Lakers. And the Pelicans also making a change. Adams, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. And both free throws good for Harrell.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Pass to Adams. New Orleans moving it around. He's guarded by Schroeder. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Sunday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
Pelicans trail by 15. There's the drive. Offensive rebound. Hart. A stupendous finish in traffic. Hart's got his first points of the night.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Morris. Harrell kicks it over to Schroeder. Floats it up there for Harrell. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
If you start the alley-oop, Harrell can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Ingram, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
A few opportunities so far at the free throw line. He's made 1, he's missed 2. That free throw missing. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for James. And New Orleans also making a change. Alexander Walker's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And here are the Lakers. They're on an 18-5 run here. Harrell, the pass to Morris. He kicks it to Schroeder. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Redick surveying the D. And there's the pass to Hart. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hart's got 5 points so far.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
Adams against Harrell. Pass to Horton Tucker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on J.J. Redick.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Los Angeles making a switch here. Davis is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Williamson is checked in for Josh Hart. And the second free throw, good. Pelicans trail by 15. Here's Alexander Walker. No points in the game yet for him. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Anthony Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nope, not on my watch.
Caldwell Pope for 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Kicks it to Ingram. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And checking out some numbers for Adams. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And that one's good, Ingram.
This is just a case of Brandon Ingram getting stronger and more able to play through contact.
Schroeder passes to Davis. The baseline J. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Williamson is screen on Schroeder.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Outside, Redick. Williamson is screen on Caldwell Pope. Good. Redick's got 8 points.
And some shooters are specialists, but J.J. Redick can hurt you from anywhere. That's what makes him very tough.
Here's Horton Tucker. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes to Davis. Over Williamson. Knocks down the 10-footer. Davis has got his second bucket tonight.
And you see Davis's footwork there. His feel for the game, that's a nice move against great defense.
Candace, always great to get your insights. Wish we could do this more often.
Yeah, I wish we could do this more often. Kevin, we're going to have to. When I hang up the shoes, I'll definitely be at the table a lot more.
We will welcome you with open arms. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Steve, how great to have Candace with us. She's made such an impact on the game overall.
Kevin, Hall of Famer in the WNBA, and now I get a chance to work with her off the court, and when I think she'll be a Hall of Famer as well. It's a pleasure working with Candace Parker.
Now Ingram, after the missed 3 from Dennis Schroeder.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Schroeder outside. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Ingram. Adams down low. He's defended by Harrell.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Schroeder looking around. It's Davis on the wing. A fadeaway. That misses off the backboard.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers lead by 16. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good groove too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Dennis Schroeder playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. He came in with something to prove tonight after having a very tough outing in their last game. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
When you're that cold from the floor, it's always going to be an uphill battle. Better ball movement has to be the priority in the second half. They need to be creating a lot of good shots if they want to dig into this lead.
That about wraps it up. Time now for...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. So the Pelican 5 right now. And the high-powered front court pair is Ingram and Williamson. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Thornwell in at the 2 spot. Now here's James. 13 points in the game. Caldwell Pope kicks to Davis. 6 to shoot, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's foul number 2 for him. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Now Schroeder, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last 3-pointer. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Gasol setting the pick for Caldwell Pope. And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. They trail by 18. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And they're in the middle of this long string of games away from home. That'll be game 4 of 7 straight away. Now LeBron. He's got 13. Pass to Davis. Over Williamson. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Davis has got 6 points.
That's the thing about AD. He makes you guard him on all 3 levels, this time from mid-range.
From 13, and it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Williamson against Davis to end the run. And it's Williamson missing. Lakers leading by 23. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 18. With the fadeaway. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Williamson, the pass to Alexander Walker. Williamson, a screen on Schroeder. Back to Williamson. Count that one.
We talk about Zion's strength, but the body control is also elite, especially for a guy his size.
Now here's James. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now the pass to Thornwell to the left side wing. Here's Williamson, and Davis sends it back.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed era?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. And Gasol gets it to go.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
LeBron against Ingram. LeBron with the block.
You got to keep an eye out for LeBron. He may be lurking. What a block that one was.
Davis setting the pick for Schroeder. And stolen by Williamson. He dishes it to Ingram. Tipped away. Puts it up from 12. And it's Williamson missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And the Lakers turn it over again. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. LeBron James, #1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And Williamson's parents, both college athletes themselves, were a guiding force in helping him grow his game.
When you're talking about growing his game, Greg, at an early age, Zion told his mom he wanted to be the #1 player in college basketball. As a 5-year-old, he played on an AAU team for 9-year-olds. By age 9, he was waking up for 5 a.m. workouts. That's the kind of commitment it takes to succeed, even that early.
Here's Alexander Walker. Feeds it to Adams. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And nothing seems to faze Adams. Even when you get physical with him,
Inside, it's tipped. In the corner, it's James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the dish to Schroeder. And again, no good by the Lakers.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Thornwell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Thornwell's got 5 now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
James up top. He's covered by Ingram, and that one is good.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Alexander Walker passes to Williamson. Pass to Thornwell. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Find the lane. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Here's Thornwell, following the basket by LeBron James. Ball's knocked loose, and so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. Coming off a terrific season, 3rd in blocks, 10th in scoring, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And you don't finish top 3 in blocks unless you're truly inspired. He combined supreme hustle with keen awareness. You've got to love this guy. Clock is at 3. Here's Thornwell. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Harrell. 15 points in the game. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Harrell. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice body control. I like that Davis kept his composure after taking the hit.
Shots good by Alexander Walker. And here is Los Angeles now. Schroeder with the ball. He's got 18. Passes it to Davis. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
To the right side. And that one's good, Williamson. Williamson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Nothing you can do. Zion is just unstoppable from this area of the floor.
Davis kicks it over to Schroeder. The teardrop falls in. Schroeder's got 20 points.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Ingram dishes to Williamson. Back to Ingram. New Orleans moving the ball around. Here's Thornwell. 7 points in the game. Clock at 4. Baseline J on the way. Poked away. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Harrell the pass to Kuzma. They get it back. Harrell, that's good. Harrell's got 17.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Harrell's energy is what helps him collect second chance opportunities.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Pelicans also changing it up. Josh Hart comes in for Williamson, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Thornwell. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And Ingram just made a great all-around progress last season. But the one thing that really stood out, the improvement he made from the free throw line.
It was a big leap and an important one. Reason why? Because he was his team's guy that they depended on at the end of games. And we saw him close out a number of those games at the charity stripe.
Here's Ingram following the basket by Anthony Davis.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
He shot 3 of 6 from the foul line.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Ingram. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Schroeder passes to Harrell. Left side, Davis. Schroeder outside. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Horton Tucker. Covered by Redick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Horton Tucker. Hands it from short range. Horton Tucker's got 6 points.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The Pelicans have not shot all that well from the free throw line, 6 of 11. And that one falls for Ingram. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Lakers leading by 23. Pass to Caruso. And here's Kuzma. And again, no good by the Lakers. Takes a step back. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. Hart, no good. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And here is Harrell. 18 points for him. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hart the pass to Adams. 1:04 left to play in the third. Up and in on the layup.
And this is the time they wanted to mount the rally and get back into it.
Now Harrell. Driving inside. The pass to Horton Tucker. For 3. But they'll get another chance. And the shot is long. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 13-5 run. Outside, Redick. Adams taking his time here. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Kuzma. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. That one doesn't go. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Lakers ahead, just dominating this one. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then there's Harrell, and it's Caruso in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now here's Harrell, covered by Hayes. Harrell the pass to Horton Tucker. Puts up a three. They get it back. Here's Caruso. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Caruso's got his first bucket of the night.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
that's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And he sinks the second. Lakers leading by 20. Harrell with it. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And I love that Harrell's getting so many opportunities at the offensive end and making them count.
To the paint, here's Hayes. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Here's Caruso. James outside. Morris looking over the floor. Morris with the screen for Harrell. Fires from 18. It's good. Harrell's got 22.
I like this from Montrezl Harrell. Usually doing his damage in the interior. He is stepping out to the mid-range.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. A reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious, that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing.
Here's McKinney. Here's Caruso. And a miss there on the triple. Morris a screen, and there's the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Williamson. Over Morris. Hits the front of the rim and out. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. The feed to Cook. Right at the free throw line. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Redick. Here's Williamson. That one good for 2.
After putting up zeros in the first half, he is making up for it big time now.
Passes to Harrell. There's the pick. Hey, Smitty, Steve Kerr talked about how Michael Jordan scared his teammates into becoming better players. Would that kind of approach, you think, work today with players entering the league?
You know, I think you have to be careful, yes. But I think on a general, if you're looking at just a blank sheet of paper on how to get guys motivated, I think it takes his leaders, which it starts with ownership, management, coach, and best players. If they work hard and they see the blueprint that way, they usually follow.
Good D by Williamson. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And he drives in. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
One shot.
And that one misses. Lakers leading by 22. Cook kicks to Harrell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. That's good from Harrell. Been a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters. Because I think they're on to something if we could get that. And, you know, but in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer. And the Lakers have possession after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. And it's Cook missing. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Dishes it to Redick. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Whenever Redick skies up for a three-pointer, you just think it's going in. He is as efficient as they come.
Cook, the pass to Harrell.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Here's McKinney. There's the triple. Cook, good.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
And so here is New Orleans. following the three by the Lakers. Here's Hayes. The shot's good. Hayes has got 5 points now this quarter.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Cook, the pass to Harrell. Back to Cook. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Hayes. Outside, Redick. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Melly. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Now here's Harrell. He's covered closely. Down low. Here's McKinney. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Morris outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Got a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And stolen by Harrell. Driving the lane.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy.
The Lakers making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. And here is Harrell. Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now, because of the way everything is going, is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out, and he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
Alexander Walker passes to Redick. To the middle, here's Hayes. Makes it off the glass. Hayes has got 7 points for the quarter.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Now Harrell. Pass to McKinney. Here's Cook. Off target from three-point range.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Right side, Redick. And Los Angeles guys shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Passes it to Harrell. Lakers passing it around. Going inside. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. Redick. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the free throw, no good. Well, players now, Steve, seem to have a lot more power to demand a trade. Talk about what that does for the future of small market teams.
You know, Kevin, I think, let's be honest, it makes it tougher for the small market teams. The one solution, I think, is if you have a team that is very close-knit, if you get the right superstar and he's happy, if you have a chance to maybe win a championship, that keeps those stars in place.
And that one misses.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Pass to McKinney. Back to Cook. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Cook's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Cook looking it over. Morris right side. Fades back. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And the pass to Thornwell. Into the lane, and he lays it straight in.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's been said that history is written by the victor. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them. Here's Horton Tucker from outside off the mark. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game from Montrezl Harrell.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Horton Tucker, the pass to Morris. Here is Cook. It's stolen. Pass to Melly. Here's Alexander Walker. Passes it to Thornwell. This one for 3. That's tipped. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. LeBron, the last game for a little while. As a team, how do you approach the break?
Well, we got a couple of days off, but everyone needs to stay in tune. Even though we're not going to be on our feet or on the basketball court, everyone needs to continue to just, work your mind, work your body as well, and, get ready for practice.
Well, I'm sure you're going to enjoy that time off anyway, man. Congrats on this win. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now, for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you later.